Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So this is second video I'm going to be filming in a row. So second video of the day for me, second video in probably a week for you guys. Just got done shooting the cove video, so was able to kind of transition the lanes a little bit. Threw about a game or two worth of shots there. We are getting into one of the most hype balls that are probably out on the market right now, and that's the Gremlin. So can't wait to throw this bad boy. I was able to throw it in a regional. Shot 271 game with it, kind of bailed me out of some really bad spots when we hit some bad pairs and the lanes got a little roasted. It is super clean. It is kind of exactly what you're looking for in a ball like this. We're going to be comparing it, I am going to be comparing it today to the green, red, and black Identity, the original one. Don't have a purple one yet. So layouts are going to be fairly similar. I hope we are able to see some type of difference. I know these are probably two of the most talked about balls of the year, so I'm excited to throw them side by side and figure out, what the differences are, and I hope you are too. So, they're both big asim pearls. Let's go see what they have in store, and let's go throw a few shots. Getting into the Gremlin, we're going to start with it. I'm lined up where I was with the Ultimate Wrecker at the end of that cove video, so around 31 and a half, 32. Ooh, stuck a little, but ball's clean. It's got a nice reaction. Sorry, it took a few minutes there to record the intros and outros. Got a little stiff, so throw another good one. Long and strong. Oh, a little too far left. One thing I do want to preface here, I know it's like a running joke with me locally, but it's the truth. If you guys have watched some of my other videos, I've said it too. Slane's got a really bad rack. So you might see some really ugly flat 10s. Ooh, got a handful. Like that. Yeah, those last two. All right, let's try and square up a little bit, try and go flush. All right, so we're gonna try and square up a little bit here, try and get it to go flush. Get those ugly 10s out. Oh, it's in a good spot. Oh! All right. Let's try that again. I know these half pocket shots aren't looking too great, but it's what I got to deal with here. So 2 pins back, the 6 pins right, the 10 pins left. Let's make it not matter. Let's go flush. Ooh, the high hard one. Ah. Okay. Got to open those angles up a little. All right. Let's open the angles up a little more. Oh, peel? Oh, a little mixer action. That ball's coming back from no man's land. The last 2 light mixer shots have been nice. And then that one shot where I missed it, I 4-9. So just trying to do the best of both worlds here. Ooh, good shot. There it is. I don't like to throw too many shots that are going to look the same. So once we get a good one and we know what that's going to look like, that's kind of when I like to switch. So least amount of change has occurred. So now we're going to throw the Identity with the green. Got that one out. All right, I think it's glaringly obvious. Identity was like a step up in terms of bringing the reaction closer to me. Yeah, haven't touched surface on either, so just gonna bump 1.5 left here. Oh, that's a little bit in, but it's gonna blend it. There, it blended it. Whew. So maybe for fresher conditions. All right, let's try and throw one more good one here with the Identity. I'm gonna lay off. Oh, Patrick, where are you, baby? Mr. Dombrowski. All right, trip 4 doesn't count, so. One more good one here with the identity. Get around the corner. Oh, whoa, that was quick. Lanes might be transitioning a little, I guess. So definitely have to take into account I've thrown some shots here. So bump 2 left. Just throw a good one. Oh, we like it. We just stay posted here when we like them, just so we can remember what it looks like. Now we can go back to the Gremlin for one. All right, same spot now with the Gremlin. Just execute. Good spot. Bang. Let's recap what we got here. All right, everybody. So, man, I get poop shooting these videos. You know, it's the light and everything. Then I gotta think about what I'm gonna tell you guys. I get nervous. You guys make me nervous. Whether you believe it or not, you guys do make me nervous. I feel like I always gotta perform. You're gonna judge me on my good shots and my bad shots. So today was one of those days where it was like 500 outtakes. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe just 1 or 2. Anyway, Gremlin, identity. Big differences, right? You can probably see it. Identity, even though an asymmetric pearl, when you think asymmetric pearl, you think, you know, kind of get left, hockey stick shape, super quick down lane. It's not really what you get out of the identity because that intermediate diff is a little bit lower. So what you get out of the identity, which I think it's why a lot of different styles like that ball, is you kind of get the best out of every world, right? You get the length and you get the overall reaction out of the asym pearl, but it's a controllable and not as violent reaction. So still kind of stands up and goes kind of forward. It's not super sideways, but it's one of those like rounded forward shapes where it's like it's round but kind of splits the 8-9 well. It exits the pin deck well. Let's just go with that one, all right? So the way it leaves the pin deck, it's not like, you know, you're slapping the 7 in the face because the ball goes sideways. Gremlin is a little bit more of your traditional asym pearl, where it's kind of, you know, boop, boop, hockey stick, ball goes forward. I don't want to say it rolls out because that's not necessarily what's happening when you see those flat 10s at the beginning. You know, you're going to mix in the bad rack with the fact that the ball is very forward. But it's not going to be one of these super continuous shapes unless you kind of give it a little bit more axis rotation and get around the ball. It's going to be one of those, you know, it's going to be closer, like I said, to your traditional asym pearls, which nothing wrong with, especially for those of you that love the Nomad Dagger and the UC2. This ball kind of reminds me of like if like those two balls had a child, right? It's kind of like the overall strength of the dagger, but more of the shape of the UC2 kind of thing. Now, it definitely has, what is it called? It's got that Rondor core in it, I think. Not really good with names. I can just kind of tell you. I think it's the Rubicon core, right? With like it's like a little bit beefed up. And I think the numbers are a little bit higher. I think it's got like a 57 differential. And I think the intermediate diff is also kind of big too. So I'll have the numbers around here somewhere. I'm not really good with numbers. Somebody tells me what a ball is supposed to do. I know what to compare it to. I know where it fits in the bag, and that's pretty much all that matters. I don't go around telling people, oh, nope, that one flat 10. Got to go pull out my 54 diff ball. My 52 diff ball's flat 10ing, right? Same thing where it's like, well, I need to go pull out my hybrid because my pearl is doing this. You don't want to fall into those traps, you know, based on, you know, what the ball is made of or numbers, because sometimes lane surface and all those things are other variables you need to take into account when deciding, you know, which ball to throw. So anyway, I'm just going to keep rambling. All of these talking points are for other videos. If you guys have any questions based off of what I said or any of the vocabulary terms I just used, leave it in the comments. I'll try and reply and let you know what I'm talking about. You know, forward, axis rotation, asymmetric, all those things, all right? But Gremlin, cleaner, more forward, traditional asym, identity, rounder, but still clean, not as sideways and hockey stick, a little bit more controllable of an asym pearl. Anyway, thank you guys as always for watching. Gremlin, that's a Roto-Grip production. I'm always SPI all the way. Storm Bowling, Scott Anderson Bowling, 900 Global's also fantastic. Go drill yourself an SPI ball. As always, everybody, bowl up a storm.